Kane Parsons Backrooms seems to be all anybody's talking about right now. Today, I'm finally going to give you my thoughts on it. Hello everybody, my name is Jesse and welcome to my channel. And for the entire month of May, Obsession and Backrooms seems to be the only thing on people's minds. Which one was going to be better? The fact that they were both coming from young YouTuber turned filmmakers in their 20s. The chatter over all social media was insane. Both movies have been dominating at the box office, especially Backrooms, which just crossed 200 million, becoming A24's highest grossing film of all time from a 20-year-old director. That is absolutely insane. And I know that Backrooms has been out for a little while now. I'm a little bit late, but I am finally going to give you my thoughts on the film and kind of my opinion on which one is actually better. And when it comes to this movie, for a little bit of context, I know nothing about the Backrooms series on YouTube. I knew that it's kind of meant to be like a found footage thing, and I knew kind of the idea that you're in this space and it's almost like a maze. You don't really know what's going to be around the corner, what's going to happen. But having zero prior knowledge, I wasn't going in as part of the built-in fan base. I was just going in as a movie fan, expecting a decent horror film. And I unfortunately walked out of the movie only liking it. I wanted to really love it like I loved Obsession, but I only really liked it. And there's a few things that really held it back for me. But I'll start with the positive. There's a couple sequences in particular that I found to be extremely well done. There are two found footage sequences in the film that are both extremely well done, that I absolutely loved and were by far my favorite parts of the film. And I think if the entire movie had been kind of the found footage style, similar to Blair Witch Project or Paranormal Activity, I probably would have loved this film. I love the found footage genre, and so those sequences were right up my alley. The production design, the feeling of the Backrooms themselves is very, very well done. The color palette, the overall just tense feeling, the uncomfortable feeling of the production design was extremely well done. There are genuinely moments where it can be slightly tense. You don't really know what's coming or when something is going to happen. I think all of that was pretty well done. But unfortunately for me, that's about where the positives end. Those found footage sequences and the production design really kind of carried my enjoyment of this film. I really struggled to connect with the characters and the story. And for me, if I can't connect to your characters, if I can't find myself latching onto the story, then you've really lost me as a viewer. Those are far more important than a great standout sequence or impressive production design. And I just didn't believe these actors, who I know to be great actors, in these roles and as these characters. I went and saw it with several friends who were far more knowledgeable about the series as I am. They both had seen several of the episodes on YouTube and they knew far more about it than I did. And they both pretty much agreed with me, and we all kind of said the same thing, that the whole idea and the premise of Backrooms itself just doesn't really work for a film. The whole idea of it is that it is in a first-person perspective, found footage style, rather than telling it from a third-person view, trying to tell a genuine story. That aspect just didn't work for me, and like I'm getting a little redundant here, but outside of those found footage sequences, I just didn't really find myself caring about much else in this film. Regardless of what I think of the film, I have to give massive props to Kane Parsons. I have to applaud what he is doing. The fact that he is as young as he is, he's my age, 20 years old, and the fact that he has created this fan base on YouTube and gone on to make a highly successful film that audiences are loving and connecting with. That is, I could not be happier for him and the other young creators that are finally getting their chances this year. When it comes to the question of which is better, Obsession or Backrooms, you can probably guess where I'm going with this, but I would 100% take Obsession over Backrooms. Obsession is one of the best horror movies that I have seen in several years. I did a full review on it. You can check that out. Linked in the description below. I just absolutely loved everything that Curry Barker did with that film, and I cannot wait to see what he does next. If you have seen either Obsession or The Backrooms or both, let me know what you thought of them down in the comments below. I would love to continue this conversation. Until then, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching movies.